Tribe, welcome back. It's me again, Mr. Hall, if you don't already know. Author, founder, conscious systems architect, digital alchemist, alien, ethical kink and taboo, educator and creator. Okay, titles irrelevant, right? I'm here to bring you perspective, perception, context, and possibly confirmation for things that were coming to you. Things you may not have been picking up on, things you may have been subconsciously or consciously unaware of, and to remind you that you are your own best guide, and I am because we are, right? Okay, so also when I begin these videos, I begin to channel. And they do have the intention set to activate you subconsciously. So the words you may hear, the things you may see, or the aha moments that you may get are confirmations for you, even outside of this video, okay? Or this post. And continuing with the list, okay, that we have created. I channeled this a while ago, and the number coming up today is the number 9, okay? So completion, okay? So you may have been seeing a lot of repeating 9s. You can look into the numerical meaning of the number 9. You can check out some numerology as well. And if you're not sure, you can click the link above in the bio to book a session with me. I'm very selective on the sessions and connecting with energy. Okay, so things that I picked up prior to similarly to making this list and before I began this video was a lot of Mercury retrograde energy. If you're unfamiliar with any of the astrological placements in your chart, also click the link above in the bio and or do your own research to get more familiar with your birth chart. I digress. What I was picking up was some form of completion of mourning, okay? Something can be significant about this morning. Again, my readings are timeless, outside of time. I was also picking that up as well. Something about the end of times also. Biblical reference there. We practice omnism and animism here on this channel. And something new came up as well. Okay, so you may be experiencing something new. You have energies that are being brought to your attention consciously, your conscious awareness once more, for you to complete a morning. And or you may have completed that cycle already, depending on what timeline you are on. This is a collective energy read. Take what resonates and leave what does not. And or if this is not resonating and the language that I'm speaking is not making any logic to you, okay, go ahead and do some research and then come back and or share this with someone that you may believe this message may be for, okay? Now, if you are seeing this, most likely it's for you. Either the algorithm brought you here and or you brought yourself here, really, right? Many layers and many truths. So what I'm picking up is this energy of a completion of mourning, okay? A forgiveness of self, a acceptance and realization of the many truths, your perception, your perspective, your context, okay? Something about integrating into the oneness that connects us all. And something new when I reference this. Pandemology, okay? It all connects, reminding you how it all connects, okay? Something reminding you how it all connects. And when I make this reference, the unexplainable, the undeniable is what I'm referencing, right? Those things that science, language, societies, civilizations still have no definitive answer for, okay? Which is you, right? Reality is still catching up to define what I am as I am because we are, right? So something about you having possibly some unexplainable experience this morning, okay? Whenever you're watching this, it will be relevant to the morning, okay? And similarly to the time of day as the morning, I'm referencing morning as possibly a sorrow, a grief, okay, some completion around some experience, okay. Um, Things that also channeled through me were alien species, immortality, psychoanalysis as well. Okay, so you possibly analyzing something, you possibly feeling a bit crazy while society is very much insane. Okay, you having experiences that are delulu and or outside of the norm, depending on where you are in your conscious awareness. Okay, and the depth of understanding yourself. I also picked up and channeled something significant about spiritual awakening versus light body activations, right? And reality being illusory, okay? These are big themes that I'm picking up in the collective consciousness, the Akashic records, and more, okay? You may have possibly went through a near-death experience in the very recent past, okay? If we're still looking at time linearly, all right? So awakening, your 100th awakening, your 11th awakening, something significant about 1111 as well, 1010 as well. These may be significant. Something about account not found, okay? So you may have been feeling out of place or needing to pause, rest, reset, being in between dimensions and or realities. So I'm picking up reality shifting, a consciousness shift, a mindset shift, okay, an energetic shift. And these experiences may have shown up to you in different ways through ailments, okay, feeling sick, feeling ill. I'm not a medical professional. Do seek the correct medical help wherever you are in the world. But and I'm feeling the energy of ascension symptoms, okay? Ascension symptoms as psychic gifts within yourself, and or if you don't relate to psychic within specific spiritual circles, you can say extrasensory understandings activating within you. I'm not sure how you know something, but knowing it, okay? Clairsentience is another word for that. And there are many words for that experience, okay? And those all will be confirmations for you if you are watching this and seeing this for us to continue together. Okay? Extra emphasis on 1111 as well. You may have been seeing that number, but this reading is going to be for those seeing 9, 999, 99. Okay? Something significant about those numbers. All right? It could relate to a license plate number, could relate to a phone number, could relate to an address. Anywhere that you can apply numbers within this human experience, this human existence, okay, will be applicable. All right? And with these alien species, I picked up things have come along since I've written this down. But with this alien species, this understanding of exposure, collective disclosure of non-human intelligences and other life forms coming from local, state, and federal governments globally. Okay, something about this and the perception and perspective and context of aliens already being here. Okay, um, shout out to Truth Bound. I believe if the word alien is triggering for you, we're not talking about illegal aliens. We're talking about extraterrestrials, okay? But even in that word and etymology, there are discrepancies. But again, pick and resonate with what fits for you, okay? Now, these were the energies picking up. You may have been feeling like an alien. You may reference yourself like an alien. Star Trek and Star Wars may be significant. Those are films, if you're unfamiliar with them. Okay, I'm in the Western world in America. I'm not sure what part of the world everyone else is tuning in from, but either way, something about timeline jumping, frequency jumping, okay? Quantum leaping, okay? I'm also picking up astral theft, astral rape, astral abuse, okay? So energetic abuse of some sort. Okay, spiritual burp. If you've been following along, tribe, well, for those not following along, if I'm new to you, spiritual burp representing a spiritual release. Okay, so these ascension symptoms, spiritual release taking place of some type of completion that was a part of mourning. I'm also picking up releasing from karmic energies. Okay, toxic soulmates, false twin flames, to false soulmates. Everything happens non-coincidentally, right? So it's all connected. But and you becoming aware or awoken to not doing something the same, right? And I did pick up a moment ago, this new energy, something new, okay? And I'll reference the word again. It will be an activation for someone, pandemology, okay? Which references the study of how all things connect, okay? And shout out to, let me see, Triad Standalone, pandemology. Shout out to you as well. Okay, so um, let's see. You may also be getting recognition. I'm picking up for your uniqueness, your authenticity. All right, something about your creativity. All right, and you possibly are also building something. Okay, that reference to conscious systems architect, as well as digital alchemy. So recognizing the ways of societal and civilization uh, using and utilizing symbolism, hidden symbolism, esoteric knowledge. You may be connecting with esoteric knowledge, the occult. Okay, you may be connecting to these things. I'm also picking up on a different side of the timeline. Um, Specific groups being held accountable. Okay, so some type of accountability taking place to causing mourning for masses, and this can be on an individual level, escaping from or bringing awareness to covert narcissism. Okay, because we did get this psychoanalysis, and also I'm picking up new information being brought to the collective in relation to definitions of mental illness and or emotional illness, any form of illness or disease within the body or a vessel. Okay, I'm being guided to mention the physical body as an antenna. Okay, radio waves, energetic weapons. Okay, I'm being guided to mention this as well. So some exposure, illumination around this. Okay. All right, so we're going to continue with the cards. Oh, okay, so something is definitely going to be popping up within emotions. You may have had or be experiencing collective energy of some form of immersion. Okay, some form of immersive experience, a visceral experience taking place for you. It could be in this reading. Okay. Also, no goods or evils here. Simply guidelines would be everyone is welcome, but at the end we let the energy flow. Okay, so I'm picking up the song, so this may be significant. You may be hearing songs recently playing back to you. That's going to be a significant message for you. Okay, but and kumbaya, kumbaya. Okay, something about kumbaya. All right. So you may be from some form of you may be from a location in the regions where okay. I'm picking up Africa specifically. Okay, so you may be in regions on the planet where tribes completely exist in the. I'm picking up mainstream. So mainstream tribes exist, or the reference of where tribal units still exist heavily. So I'm picking up a very forested area. Okay, something about something circling a very forested area that may be significant. I'm not sure if y'all can hear the plane in the background. So something being researched and covered about a tribe, and this can be your soul tribe, your soul family, right? We don't have to take this literally. It can be figuratively, metaphorically, however you're able to interpret and receive the information I'm sharing for us. Okay, so okay, I'm also picking up something about it looks like hidden islands, secret islands, private islands. Okay, and this I'm now picking up Epstein files. This may relate to shadow governments. This may relate to corporations and governments that are involved in corruption. This is being exposed collectively. Okay, I'm also picking up something about a bun in the oven, so pregnancy, and or if not a literal pregnancy, no gender in the energies we speak of, but I'm picking up bun in the oven and or some creative idea pursuit. Okay, coming full circle. All right, and specifically some form of oven. So a fresh bread, okay? And whatever the spiritual representation of bread would mean to you, okay? So breaking bread, okay, Breaking Bad as well. I'm picking up another film. So something connected to the entertainment industry and or entertainment in general, the way that we collectively or and you individually will be perceiving and understanding entertainment. There's a newness, an emergence of change happening in entertainment. What all of us as a human species, races, genders, what we're all doing to be entertained and what we actually find entertaining. Okay, some elucidation around that. So some clarity around that. Okay. So the energy is a bit heavy, tribe. I'm not going to deny it. Okay, authentically, the energy feels heavy, a bit heavy. So you may have been transmuting and alchemizing energy, connecting with the sun, sentient sun coming up again. Thank you. Alien T, and I don't specifically remember the tribe member that was in the chat that day, but you know who you are in the live, okay? Sentient sun, connecting and transmuting energy to the sun. Okay, so Ra, the energy of Ra, maybe coming up, maybe frequently. Something coming up about the sun. So you also may be sun gazing, something significant about that. Thank you, the one above all. Shout out to you for that as well. Okay, so. Okay, so you may have become receptive, right? Circling back and digressing in the conversation where I mentioned the psychic energy activating within you, you're really getting connected into the multi-dimensional aspects of being within human existence, okay? Seeing beyond the perception of the five senses, okay? New perceptions taking place for you, for all of us collectively, globally, right? I'm also picking up again with alien species, cryptids, okay? Universes and languages being expressed through nature, okay? Through animals, through sounds, through movements, okay? Through colors, through energy, through frequency, through vibration, okay? Also something about a pool, something about a rock pool. I'm picking up the Hard Rock Hotel. All right, someone may be taking a trip, may have taken a trip to these locations. Okay, so I'm picking up some form of simulation and or animatronics. Okay, robotics as well. Something significant about that. Something breaking out of a cycle of robotic behavior as well as breaking away and out of robotic thinking, being. Okay, really stepping into oneness. Okay, reconnecting to tribes, reconnecting to your tribal nature, whatever that would mean for you, okay? All right. Okay, so now let me get the card chart. I'm also picking up this energy of you being excited for something, or being guided to mention that you would be excited for something. Okay. This card is coming up. So a crown chakra upgrade. All right. Divine connection, holy experiences, miraculous energy. So you may have had an experience recently with a dove, seeing a dove. This may connect also the heart in the shape of the feet. So some type of new love. You've a newness to love, a newness and appreciation to human existence, to society, collectively, right? So I'm picking up the collective. This feels like a much broader message. I'm picking up the collective. Okay. So you may have seen a glimpse between realms, between dimensions, being multi-dimensional, okay? And you're looking for and or excited that you were able to have that miraculous experience, right? Miraculous energy from this crown chakra upgrade card. All right, that'll be a major confirmation for some of you. All right, also tribe, I'm so excited to see y'all growing. Needed to recharge a bit. It's been the energies. Okay, so the universe has your back. All right, I was guided to pull from those cards. That may be a deliberate message to someone. Okay, someone's name may be Vern. Someone's name may be Gabby, Gabrielle, Gabriella. Okay. Okay, and you may be getting contacted by darker, denser energies. Okay, you're being guided to tune in. This is not a negative energy, a malevolent energy. Okay, something about you being the conduit for miracles, your hope. Okay, you bringing hope to individuals, you bringing hope to people. You're getting angel answers. The angels may be answering your questions. So if you've been in any type of form, interesting. So whatever form you are deciding to take within your human existence, right? You are bringing hope to individuals, and you are someone's answered prayers, right? You may be someone's meditative response, okay? And or you can literally be entering meditation. You can be praying, however that would fit into context for you, okay? Whatever praying looks like to you. I'm also picking up, circling back again to that energy of astral vampirism. So this is speaking of astral travel, dreaming, astral projection, okay? Um, you may have gotten some type of information through the astral realm, okay? When you were channeling something. So this may be a message for my channelers, okay? If you don't relate to channeling, you may be unaware that you're doing it, as this is not a gift or experience set in one way of being, okay? So this is an experience that collectively we're all having, okay? So hope is the conduit for miracles, right? So that reference that I made earlier to this energy or physicality being a vessel for being an antenna to higher consciousness, okay? No better or less than, no higher or lower specifically, but more in depth, more interconnected, okay? All right? And you doing whatever it takes to get you closer to consciousness, right? So you're really connecting to consciousness. And this is where I'll go back and mention that channeled message about spiritual awakening versus and with, right? Light body activation. So you may be going through a light body activation, okay? And combining these energies, okay? The combining of sense and logic, the combining of rationale and receptivity, okay? Giving space and leaving space for the unexplainable. I'm picking up the energy of how do you explain a thought, right? Okay. I'm also getting with this energy of building something and or revisiting something to get a better understanding, a better grasp, an understanding. Okay. For example, I'm going to use the reference of toilets. Okay. We all know, possibly, many people or individuals know how to use a toilet, but they work differently in different parts of the world, right? And they also have specific mechanisms within them that allow them to function and work, right? So the statement that I will share, I'm getting this, so this may be something significant, something about plumbing. It can be your own inner plumbing. It can also be something about systems being cleaned out. This can literally be governmental systems, healthcare systems, all the pillars of society, these systems being cleaned out. But I'll go back to the original reference that I'm making. So with a toilet, we can say, yes, I understand how a toilet works. But, and do you really? Are you aware of the pump inside? Are you aware of the cyclical nature of the water that needs to flow in and out? Are you aware of the pressure? Are you aware of the gauges, the valves, right? So something about deconstructing and breaking down to cleanse systems, okay? Taking place collectively, all right? And I'm picking up the energy of getting spiritual debris away, okay? A final completion of releasing spiritual debris, energetic debris, okay? I'm picking up the baby. The baby. So you may be okay. So I'm picking up the baby of the zodiac. So you may be an Aries sign. Okay. You may have Aries or a fire zodiac signs, very significant within your chart. But something about the I am. Okay. Re-understanding and deconstructing the I am. Separating away from titles. Separating. Okay. Separating away from defining yourself through a title, okay? Through a shifting identity, okay? So really getting into the core of what you are, why, how, where, when, and who you are, right? Who, what, where, when, why, and how, okay? Something significant about that. Someone may be a teacher. You may be stepping into a leadership role. You may be stepping into teaching. Okay, I'm also picking up humbling. Okay, some humbling experience with humiliation. There may have been a humiliation ritual being performed on you and or collective psychosis taking place. Again, referencing that psychoanalysis. Okay, but some type of failed humiliation ritual coming from a not so secret society gout. Okay, something significant about gout. Something significant about changing eating habits coming up. All right, so these may all be things coming up for you, and confirmation, leave a comment in the below if it does resonate, okay? And or if you're not relating to any of this yet, remember, go do some research, come back, and we can connect further and or share the video. All right, so something about gout, some type of humiliation ritual that failed through a not so secret society, okay, or secret societies being illuminated, okay, and very prevalent within the collective consciousness, and understanding different forms of witchcraft, hoodoo, voodoo, santeria, different titles and different names for different types of practices. Okay, so yeah, some type of thief of joy. Okay, there may have been something attempting to steal your joy as we look at these cards, and they do have this watercolor that seems to be pale, damp. Okay, and this is how I'm seeing the card right now. And flipping it upright, I honor how I want to feel. Okay, so something about feeling joy again. Okay, I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am loved and miracles are natural. Okay, so you may be having supernatural experiences. Okay, excuse me, another spiritual burp, and you may be having supernatural experiences. Okay, I'm being guided to let you know to be. Something is meant to be. All right. I'm picking up a cult, Sophia. Okay, someone's name may be Sophia, and or this may be referencing different spiritual perspectives. Okay, as all religions and beliefs are welcome here. Again, let the energy flow. So an insane cult. I'm picking that up. I see it written. So something about an insane cult and or some type of chaos magic being projected. Okay. And I'm being reminded through Be the Change. Shout out to you as well again. Be the change that you want to see in the world, and remember your sovereignty. Okay. Despite any perceived chaos. All right. Something about that, and not doing something the same way. Okay. Something about that. Not doing something the same way with this newness that is emerging. Okay. I'm being guided to move on. All right, so we're going to get into the Psychic Tarot to give a bit more clarity. All right, and then we'll also incorporate the Angel Answers deck, okay? And at the bottom of the deck, I have 6, right? So at the bottom of the deck, I have this 6, Memories of Love, okay? Memories of love. And I'll go ahead and flip this. So something about seeing the mirror, the inverse, the reflection, okay, something being mirrored back to you in this metro. Okay, so something about a metro. This is possibly a cell phone company, okay, Metro PCS. All right, I'm picking up acronyms, okay, piece of shit. Something about that, POS, piece of shit. Something coming by mail as well, post stamp, postage, postmarked, okay. Picking up some type of certification as well. Copywritten, okay, something being copywritten. Okay, so something about the memories of love being copywritten, okay, so you are being divinely held. I'm picking up with that baby energy again, okay, with referencing that fire sign energy, the beginning of the zodiac with the number 1. So passion ignited, right? Something being ignited within you, something coming full circle. Your passion's coming full circle, and you being guided not to change. And another 6, okay? So material and spiritual prosperity, okay, coming in for you. So, and I wanted to flip these upside down because, again, the 9-9. So something being flipped upside down and or changed, something new about the way you process memories of love, process the immersion of your emotions, something about the way you process material and spiritual prosperity, and or your perceptions around what is defined as prosperity to you and or collectively as a whole. So a family unit, a tribe, a soul family, right? Going through some form of shift, okay, around perception to prosperity and material. Material being the physical 3D realm of consciousness and being and understanding. All right, and we also have the Angel Answers. So something has been engraved in your mind, okay? Picking up with this Angel Answers deck that I've had for so long. The words are almost gone, but it's ingrained into the box, okay? Into the shell, into the material, okay? Something about human, alien DNA, human DNA. So DNA studies, all right? Someone may be looking into DNA studies. I'm picking up crypto, okay, crypto studies as well. I wanted to say another word, but that's what came up. Something about crypto, something engraved in the crypto. Okay, so I'm picking up monetary shift. If you're unaware, something that's been going around in the collective and or been channeled through me, if you look at previous videos down below, some type of major reset taking place on the financial fiscal landscape of societies. Okay. Okay, and you may be receiving, because of this newly, okay, something coming from your subconscious to your conscious, because of this new awareness that you have, you may be highly sensitive. And this is why I was picking up this heavy energy of mourning, and or the completion of mourning, right? Memories being brought up from the past. And I'm picking up the energy of healthy boundaries, okay? I want to reference, I want to shout out someone. If the name comes back up, it'll come back. You know who you are, okay? Sending a telepathic message. So picking up also telepathy, okay? Working into the mental gifts. Okay. Something is knocking. Okay. So you may be going through a gateway activation, a light activation, right? We did say the light body activation, okay? I mentioned that earlier. And something is knocking at your door, okay? An opportunity to ignite your passion, to gain this material and spiritual prosperity, all right? And you're being guided to release the memories of love, okay? Redefining love, unconditional love, agape love, okay? Something about this. Yeah, in the very near future. All right, and here we don't look at time linearly within these posts, right? It's all fluid, okay? So something about fluidity, so something about fluids, okay? So I'm picking up a blood cleanse, okay? There may have been some type of blood magic taking place with this humiliation ritual, some type of ritual sacrifice, with this insane cult, okay? And or chaos magic being sent to make individuals insane, some type of social engineering, energetic engineering. Okay, I was also picking up earlier toxic air, similarly to someone smoking a cigarette and the air being toxic. Okay, no judgment. I'm just picking up this energy. Okay, so something about that may be significant, especially if giving birth is taking place. So I'm picking up cleansing your environment, cleansing your body, cleansing of the mind, cleansing of the soul. Okay, so in the near future, there's going to be some cleansing taking place, and you're going to get a knock at your door. This may be a literal knock at your door, and or some knock to your consciousness, some aha moment, something that's going to similarly to. This doesn't feel catastrophic though. I'm picking up the Tower card, okay, in tarot. If you're unfamiliar with the Tower, generally represents some unexpected change, some major upheaval, and this can be happening on a global scale, okay, as we have been seeing this chaos take place around us, for many of us. If you have not, well done. But and if you have been guided to tap into those energies, okay, I'm being guided to mention that there are multiple timelines taking place at once, right? And on one side of the spectrum, there's a lot of chaos, destruction, decomposition, breaking down, okay? Systems breaking down. And it can feel very heavy and dense, okay? And on another timeline, you are ascending and or have already ascended, all right? So you may be guided to work in the energies of sifting the chaos, okay? I'm picking up a seabed floor, okay? Something about a floor, something about a seabed, okay? Because I did get information earlier that there are species that are going to be knocking on the door, knocking on the veil, the soul, the veils of souls, okay? Take that how you will. The veils of souls, okay? The imagery coming to mind is the perceived veil that separates this realm and the next life, the afterlife, ancestrally speaking, okay, spiritually speaking, okay, possibly even getting tapped on your shoulder, okay, so you may have been feeling some false touch, okay, similarly to the effect or the phenomenon that happens when you leave your phone in your pocket and your phone is no longer in your pocket, but you feel a vibration, you feel your phone vibrate, okay, for the rationals. Okay, something about the rationals. So something about statistics, mathematics, okay? So evolution or improvements to mathematic, computations, okay? So the computation of yourself, ourselves, okay? Yes. So some type of upgrade coming around the functioning of our mental capacities collectively, okay? With that spiritual debris being removed collectively and individually. And this will show up for you in your specific situation or experience of life and reality, of many truths, of the many realities. however it resonates for you, okay? But I'm picking up significance about a knock on the shoulder, okay, a knock on the door, okay, knock on the veil, okay, and you may be guided to knock on the veil, okay, proceed with something, okay? Your answer is yes in the near future if you had a specific question in mind, and this is in a positive context. The numbers 166 may be significant, 161, 666, 999, 111, okay, 1, so 11, 101, 111, okay. I'm picking up the 4400, okay. Okay. So a lot of spiritual release. But I'm picking up the energy of stepping into your power, your authority, and using your passion in a balanced way, okay? I'm also picking up aura, the energy of aura, okay? So you may be looking into aura reading, Reiki healing, different types of modalities around energy work, okay? These may be significant, all right? If you've been following along, tribe, this reading feels much more practical and grounded, okay? So really grounding some form of energy. And if you're familiar with, well, in this instance, number 6 representing balance between the flesh and the spirit, okay? So I'm picking up hermetics, so hermetic sciences, okay? Cosmic sciences, the universal laws coming into play, okay? So there also may be a change to laws, and we can look externally to ourselves in this moment for confirmation of these laws changing, okay? Something significant about that wherever and whatever region you are within the world, okay? Sending very positive energy, all right? Be open to receive it, and only if it's well received, I will send, okay? So now, okay. Okay. So currently you're in this space of having your passion ignited, and in the very near future, right, something about the memories of love will be coming up and you floating. Okay. I'm picking up this energy of you being a light in the darkness, okay, and or being the darkness in the light. A balance is needed, okay, around this. You representing this candle, okay, so someone may be doing candle magic. There may have been some type of candle work going on. There may have been a ritual similarly to the candle being here that was igniting some form of power or attempting to siphon some type of power energy, okay, away. But you're being held and being protected within the hands that we see on the imagery in this card. You're being held in the hands of the divine. We'll just go with that word for now. That's what's coming to mind, the divine consciousness, okay, holding this light and guiding it, guiding your light, okay? And you can look at the divine as your higher self. You can look at it as demons, angels, whichever energies and energy work you choose to work with, okay? And you may be guided to incorporate new systems into your workings because there is a lot of fire here if you take a look, okay? So something significant about fire energy, okay? Really, okay. So there may be a lot of fire energy taking place, and with the, okay, shout out to, I want to say Virgo, but you know who you are. Okay, so there's a lot of fire energy taking place, some actions being taken, something about 16 years, some type of 16-year cycle. And I also picked up the energy of centuries. So something has been going on for centuries, some form of energy harvesting off the collective, off of yourself. And this may have, I'm picking up an energy worm. I'm picking up the imagery of a worm. So something taking growth, okay? You can look up the literal spiritual symbolism of a worm as well. The early bird gets the worm is the energy that is collectively coming up, and simultaneously counteracting the planetary energies, okay? So some type of cosmic energy attempting to interrupt your passion indirectly, and for a higher good and purpose, okay? So revising or revisiting, okay, of something that you were once passionate about as well. So something coming up from the past that would be a passion of yours, okay? Something that you're being guided to step back into and take action on as my right hand itched, and that being connected to the masculine active energy, the 3. Okay, so some divinely guided action is going to knock on your door, or some opportunity is going to be knocking on your door for you to take action in. Action in, action with, action to. Okay? Okay. So, I'm heavily picking up for someone in the collective. Pay attention to blood sugar levels, sodium levels, blood pressure levels, valves, okay? Something significant about that. Not to be alarming, but something coming up around that, that may be a significant sign. Your body may have a physical reaction when this moment arrives, okay? In the near future. All right, so we'll get some karma cards, tribe. I'm picking up cosmic karma. Cosmic karma, some type of cosmic karma taking place, cosmic dharma, okay, as well. All right, so these are the karma cards, the karma oracle cards that I'll be using from this deck. The imagery on this card may have significance, okay? Okay, so in specific spiritual communities, the itching of the nose, so there may have been some type of hidden symbolism, some cryptography taking place, or some type of stenography, okay? Some type of encoded language. You may be guided to work on some form of encoded language. Lexicon, okay? Something that you're creating. Something about your houses and planets, okay? Okay, so, okay. A lot of energy at once. So as I was attempting to shuffle the deck, I saw the houses cards, the back, and then when I attempted to split the deck, I also saw another signs card. So signs, houses, and planets. Okay, and how I'm picking this up is interdimensionally with the alien species coming up earlier from the 9 completion. Okay, so some type of contact from non-human intelligences, some type of contact from interdimensional cosmic energies and intelligences taking place, and something around immortality, the parts of you that are immortal, the things you leave behind, the legacy, and like I said, something taking place for centuries. Okay, something has been taking place for centuries in the form of energy harvesting, and now with cosmic karma being present, the realization, understanding, understanding, the download, the synergy, the symbiotic relationship of understanding the immortality of nature, of the self, the identity, the egos. Okay, the superego, something coming up about that as well. Superegos, identity, ego. But the immortality of the self, the consciousness, the immortality of the consciousness. Okay, the immortality of the consciousness. There we go. Yeah. All right. So some type of passion ignited, possibly becoming obsessive as well with Capricorn energy here, and grounding. So some type of corporation, achievement, success, ambition, okay, around understanding the immortality of the conscious collective. All right, that would be significant for someone. All right, the name John may also be significant. Holly may also be significant. Holland, okay. So Dutch, something about Dutch, okay. Also picking up Irish goodbye, some type of energy of an Irish goodbye. Okay, I'm being guided to describe the Irish goodbye. So leaving without saying you're leaving. Okay, something leaving without saying it's leaving. Okay, you may be leaving, a society may be leaving, a culture may be leaving, some understanding or consciousness may be leaving. Okay, that would have been detrimental to evolution. Okay. Yeah, some type of rebirth energy taking place. With Scorpio here, you may have a strong Scorpio placement and or be a water sign or have strong water sign placements in the 7th house, and or Sagittarius as well in the 7th house. So fire sign placements and or water placements in your 7th house. Something about doing something diplomatically. Okay. Okay, and the number 8. So 7 and 8 may also be significant. You may also be seeing the numbers 777, 888. You may also be 80, something about 87. 6-7, okay, something significant about that. Something trending. Okay, and the moon. Yeah, something being set free, because we have the moon here with the 12th house, okay? So the numbers 1 and 2 breaking down into a 3, all right? So something being divinely unhidden, okay? Something being divinely unhidden. Something being meant to be accepted, okay? Some type of hidden subconscious emotions, thoughts, patterns, societies, groups, understandings, dimensionally, being unhidden, okay? Something about faith and hidden tendencies. Yeah, large institutions or overwhelming events. So some type of large event, okay? will be making something diplomatic about relationships between the people. I'm picking up individuals, okay, within society and the government bodies for this one. Okay, some type of major change in personal power. Okay, so individually, starseeds, light workers, waking up, collectively, whatever label you would like to apply to yourself within this human existence, but of and being a light in the darkness, but and that collective energy combining to illuminate any type of illusions, okay, hidden tendencies, individually and collectively, universally and cosmically, okay? Wow. Okay, I'll put that there. So numbers 7, 8, and 12 may be significant. 1278, okay? All right, and let's read them specifically. So spiritually, we're being guided to defend, okay? Defend the extraordinary power of prayer, okay? I did mention the angel prayers earlier as well. So being guided to defend the extraordinary power of prayer and your highest ideals diplomatically, okay? As a life or death issue, seeking oneness with all there is, okay? Wow. Major confirmation if we go all the way back to the beginning of the video where we did talk about oneness and immortal consciousness. And okay, I'm being guided to mention, okay, I'll mention that after, but going all the way back to the beginning of the video where we mentioned seeking oneness with all that there is, immortality, consciousness, the newness of understanding how it all connects with pandemology, okay? Something significant about that as well, okay? It all connects. And the actions mentally to take, accepting the highest and lowest aspects of the rules of relationships, getting and using power, and philanthropy, okay? All right, and circling back, I had another message come in, but I'll circle back to the one that I just mentioned. I'll mention in a second. So what I picked up from this energy of seeking oneness with all there is, the energy of separating from dense or heavier energies, okay, that generational, that centuries old consciousness of hidden tendencies, all of this coming to light, things that have been going on for centuries, okay, around human harvesting, energy harvesting, human trafficking, very, very dark and horrific energies, okay? Balance is and needed, okay, not condoning any of the behavior, but what I'm saying is understanding now the existence and the realities of those many truths that exist collectively. And now that we are all collectively becoming aware, we are able to empower ourselves to make the change, be the change, okay? Tapping into this will, the sheer desire, okay, for diplomacy, true diplomacy, getting a fair deal, all right? And physically and practically, we're being guided to you're being guided to let your feelings tell you how to control the situation and get it out to the world and get a fair deal using other people's resources, keeping your involvement hidden, okay? And so there was one message. So you may be getting divine guidance, right? Having some experience with this miraculous energy that you're being guided to keep to yourself just for now, okay? All right, and or you may be getting support from an affluent friend, acquaintance, tribal member, soul tribe, family, soul family. I'm grateful, okay? I'm not going to name any names, but some form of recognition, as I stated way back in the beginning of the video, you possibly getting some recognition from stepping into a leadership role, voicing your uniqueness, authentically expressing yourself, okay? Some type of creativity that you're working with, okay? All right. And you're nurturing, so being guided also to nurture purification, okay? Nurture this purification process that you're going through, honor it, all right? Okay, the nurturing of purification to resurrect insights, okay? So primordial insights, interdimensional insights, non-human intelligence insights, okay? You getting this awakening to your psychic gifts or these extrasensory perceptions, okay, that are beyond the limited and linear logic that we have been cycling through repeatedly, Okay, this embodiment, okay, embodying this energy, okay, now bringing an understanding of balance and personal power, bringing balance to your personal power, okay. The personal power of your faith, your lived truth, okay. Mentally, feelings caused by the secrets of and the wisdom of cooperation, right? So a lot of okay, I'm picking up the energy of a lot of nefarious dealings and cooperations and collaborative efforts that were taking place within companies, corporations, governments, all the pillars of society. Some collaborations that were taking place being unhidden, being illuminated upon. Okay, I'll leave it at that for now, tribe. If you take a look in the Western world, a lot is coming out. Depending on what part of the world you're in, this can be coming out very soon and or is happening, okay? All right, and physically, reactions resulting from the power of the understanding, the power of and understanding of the partners, your partners, a major change to large institutions or overwhelming events. Okay, so I'm picking up, this is going to get into the conspiracy truth aspect, the UAP aspect, the illusory reality aspect, okay, where there are going to be such changes that we will be able, as a species, to understand who's been working with us, who's been working with who, the energies of manipulation, energy harvesting. I'm picking up the word loosh. If you're unfamiliar with loosh or those terms, check that out. Okay, these ritual sacrifices that were taking place. Okay, so insane cult activity. Okay, you may be crazy, quote unquote. Society is very much insane. Okay, I'll leave that there. Wow. Okay, major confirmation through those cards. All right. I'm being guided to also grab from the Scrabble, okay? So this is a bit of a longer video. The number is 52. Someone may be in that age group. 52, maybe a Taurus, May 2nd, okay? The number 10 as well. Okay, 1010 may be significant. Something may have happened on the 10th, 10 days, 10 months, 10 weeks. 10 years. Okay, something about 10 as well. Confirmation for you. I'm being guided to mention you are amazing. Somebody needed to hear that. You are amazing. Okay? All right, let me get this. Okay. Okay. So with me searching for these Scrabble cards, I Scrabble pouch, okay? Something significant about that. I'm picking up Jen Stark, okay? I'm picking up Game of Thrones as well, Stork, okay? I'm picking up heavy baby energy, okay? heavy baby energy. This is literal babies, okay? Physical human babies, and babies in nature. Okay, so some type of baby may be found, okay? Something significant about that. Okay. Picking up non-human intelligence babies. Okay. Oh, okay. A new wave of star seeds, rainbow children. Okay. I'm hearing you saying, "Oh my God." Okay, that may be similar for someone, or someone may use that language a lot. Something about the UN, United Nations, something uncut, something raw, unfiltered. Okay, this may be genitalia. This may be I'm picking up World Star Hip Hop. So some type of online viral situation taking place that's going to be an oh my God moment. Something about empowering, some type of oh my God empowering moment that you may be about to experience. Something about the lid. Okay, so something that has been kept under a lid closed, lid open. Something about lid open, and also I'm also picking up a vehicle, a car, some type of transport. Ew, something about ew. Ooh. So some type of discovery is either going to be repulsive and or phenomenal, miraculous, depending on where you find yourself. I'm picking up OH. Oh, so O. Something about oh my oh my gosh. Okay. Um, okay, something about a hoe. Okay, and I'm also picking up slut shaming. Something similar, significant about that. Okay, so I'm picking up a collective understanding of integrating sacred pleasure, tantric pleasure, perceptions around uh, creative freedom. Okay, I'm picking up oligarchy. Okay. Mm. Okay, Galactic Council providing information. Okay, so Galactic Council providing some type of O information. Oh my gosh. Okay. Mm. The imagery coming to mind right now is a solar flash, solar flare. Okay, I'm picking up Schumann resonance. Something's going to be okay. Radio frequencies. Something's going to be okay about radio frequencies. Someone may say A, E-Y, E-Y. Hey, what's up? Something about that may be significant in that moment. So again, remember, take what resonates, leave what does not. Okay, something changing about THC. Okay. Okay, spiritual release, another burp. Okay, so some DNA change around the binding of THC molecules may be significant. This gesture may be significant as well. Okay, so OG and OG, original gangster. So there may have been some type of vow made between the originals. Okay, I'm picking up vampiric energy, not in the negative context, but and twilight, something about twilight, sunset, sunrise, morning. Okay. Twilight is a film that embraces vampires, okay, or that system of belief or understanding or mythicism, mythology. Some vow made between vampiric energies and ETs. Okay, I'm picking up a lot on that one, but I'll leave it there for now. If you know, you know. Okay, I'm picking up cannibalism. I'm being guided to say a lid. So a lid being lifted off of cannibalism, some form of cannibalism. So this can be related to that astral theft, that energetic theft that I talked about or referenced earlier. Yeah, because referencing. So with this loosh, I'm picking up some form of energy harvesting being similar to loosh or similar to THC for extraterrestrial energies. Okay, so I'm picking up draconian energy and again, no judgment, but some negative contexts around the use or excessive abuse. Okay, some form of excessive abuse being clarified collectively. And OU, okay, so some type of symbology. So no lid on symbology. Okay. Okay, so I'm picking up a lot of esoteric knowledge being dispersed and shared globally. No filter, no lid, authenticity. Okay, and or you may be guided to do this. Okay, something happening in Europe. I'm picking up Kwanzaa, Uganda. So something about neuro. Okay, some type of neural cheat codes. Okay, there may have been some type of neural cheat codes taking place through hidden symbology that are going to be the cover is going to be blown. That's what I'm picking up. The cover being blown. And I reference back to that original statement of spy family and espionage. Okay, so I'm picking up honeypot energy. I'm picking up that, okay, the illusions of what a family would be represented, secular nuclear families, okay, being completely made of spies, assassins, different things of this nature. Something about Louisiana, Noah, the name Noah as well. Okay, so I'm picking up the Cabal. I'm picking up the Cabal. I'm picking up a chateau. Something about shadows and chateaus. The name Eli, again. Ohio as well. Okay, I'm picking up something about dill. Dill pickles, dandelions, neuropathy. Yeah, because I'm picking up feet. So someone may be a strong Pisces sign, okay, or something going on with the feet. All right, so look at whatever is by your feet right now that may be significant. Okay, I'm also picking up a restraining order. The name Ray, R-E-Y. Norbu, I'm also picking up. Okay, so you're going to ask a question and you're going to get an answer. 10 to 1. 10 to 1 years. Okay, so there may be a sentencing. Okay, so this one's getting a bit of, okay, I'm picking up necromancy as well. And or speaking with the dead, quote unquote. So someone's ancestor and or a passed on loved one may be named Ray, and you're being guided to look for Ray, that thinning of the veil, that one instance, some aha moment. Okay. Okay, you're going to get an answer about cheating. Okay, that type of neural cheating. Okay, emotional. So I'm picking up relationships now. Emotional cheating. Okay, mentally cheating, fantasizing. Okay, something about November. Okay, there was some type of homework. Okay, so you may be getting divine homework. Novo, Volvo, Novio. Okay, so someone may be Latin as well. Novia, Novio. I'm picking up Brazil. How far will, okay, how far will you question? Okay, if you need the answer, so you want to know the truth, because the word know, K-N-O-W, coming to something about a tailgate. Okay, so someone may be being followed or having the perception of having a lot of eyes on them, spiritual spying, okay, or monitoring spirits or energies. You're everything. I'm picking up. You're everything. Hmm. Okay, I'm also picking up Hellfire. Okay, someone, okay, 444 here too. So the perception around angels and demons, okay, no separation. Okay, I'm picking up the imagery and I'll make this statement for the way that it's coming in. God being the devil, devil being the God. Two in the same, one in the same, some type of interchangeable energy. So something being interchangeable. You're telling God, you're telling the divine, you're telling the divine with faith, how? Something with faith, how? Okay. Oh, something connected to Wi-Fi. Okay, I'm picking up. Okay, I'm picking up needing to know and understand the connection. Okay, your energetic connection, how your energy flows and work. I'm picking up Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi. Okay, so something about the Nintendo game system. So someone may be in Japan or China, Asia, Asian countries and continents. Okay, something about gray. Okay, so picking up non-human intelligences, aliens, extraterrestrials. Okay, and I say this with air quotes, right? Because depending on how you identify any of these things within the human experience and human existence, okay? Okay, I'll share that in a different setting. Something about no deal. No deal question and answers. So we did get in the karma cards making sure that you get a fair deal to something. Okay? So November may not be the moment to attempt to get a fair deal. Fear, okay, because there may be some type of upcoming fear arising, some perception or projection of fear, okay. But follow your intuition and follow you yourself as you are your best guide. But what I'm picking up with this is there may be something on one timeline. I'm picking up the energy of something attempting to not have you move forward with some type of action or deal. And on another end, it's yes, move forward with the deal. So you'll have to use your perception with this, as something will be interchangeable. Okay? Something about LTE. So big energy on the electromagnetic frequencies and technology. Something about a ruin, something in ruin, and a rune. Okay? Okay, something being altered. A question being altered. So there may be some type of forgery and or some type of illusion or mask or imposter being de-illusioned. Okay, the illusion being broken. Okay. All right, and I'll do one more quick shuffle, and then the letters that come out now will be related to specific names that may be in relation to what I picked up from our Divine Scrabble. All right. All right. Some of you may be feeling like you're being tumbled, so something about rock tumbling, okay, but being, okay, a diamond in the rough energy I'm picking up, and or being refined. Okay. All right, so letters K, the letters T, the letters S, the letters E, the letters D, the letter H, U, O, V, okay, E, and H. Those letters may be significant. I'm picking up Jehovah, said, Zed, so someone's name may have a Z in it. Someone may have said Jehovah. Something is over, something is over. So I'm picking up Patois. So the Caribbean islands, you may be from there as well, or have heritage or ancestry there. Okay. Something being hot. Okay, something about you learning how to love. Okay, something again, and I believe I did bring that up in the beginning of the reading. Something about universal love, unconditional love. So something about ZK, IT, information technology, it. Okay, so something being said with love, okay? All right. All right, tribe. That was a lot of channeling there, but and appreciate everybody for being here. Appreciate the tribe growing. Love us connecting. I'll be doing a live shortly, doing a bit of a recharge. But either way, you can check me out. Click the link above in the bio for all the different dimensions of myself, all of my products and services. Check out the shorts for instant confirmations. If you're not on YouTube, come over to YouTube. Click on the link in the bio. Get over to YouTube. Check the videos down below. There may be relevance for you if you're seeing me in my channel and these posts, as I have subconsciously set them up that way, okay? Anything else I'm being okay? Okay, so something about cards and digital IDs, okay? Something coming up about that as well. Okay, something about account not found as far as a digital ID. Okay, so there may be some type of account. Okay, I'm hitting up. Someone may be hitting up someone to hide accounts. Okay, but those accounts have not been found. They will be found. Okay, and with that, tribe, remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know if anything resonates. Share what you're experiencing as well in the comments, okay? So we can all connect, find each other, build upon this, okay? And our experiences. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. All right? Part of my life purposes, many purposes, if we decide to have a purpose, right? So many layers to this, as there are many truths, okay? Within this human experience and existence. All right? So for now, abracadabra, so mote it be, so it is. As within, as without. Anak. Amun. All right. See you next time, tribe.